Guys, so what I want to go through is what I call the rock theory. Now, I was explaining this as a young, rebellious teenager, and I don't think I fully understood or appreciated the message in it until years later. And I'm probably still understanding it as I go through life now. So hopefully I want to share this with you, and hopefully you can, a bit smarter than I am, and get more out of it than I do, or I did. Now, this is how it goes. Start off with a rock. And this rock here represents all your experiences and failures in life, right? All the things that you possibly amount to, all right? Now we have a few of them here, a few different ones, and they're all roughly the same size because everyone is gonna have the same amount of mistakes or experiences as each other. They're gonna be, give or take, around about the same. That's just the way it works. Now, the way I was explaining this was, he said to me, if this is, to get these out of the way, this is me, and this is you. He said, and at the end of our lives, we have all had experiences and all our mistakes. And so this is what it looked like. 2 individual lives, individual mistakes by themselves. He said, but if you can listen to someone who has already had those mistakes and already been through a certain amount of experiences, then he said, you shouldn't make the same mistakes or the exact same experiences. He said, what I'm trying to say about that is, he said, if you walk through life and trip on the same stick that I tripped on, it doesn't make sense, does it? Because we already know what's going to happen if you trip on that stick. So he said, what you do is you get the experiences and mistakes from me, he said, and you have a whole set of new ones. He said, and this is what will happen. You now have something completely different. You don't just have individual mistakes and things all around the place. You have this. 2 lifetimes of experiences and mistakes. And he said, from there you can build. You can always build from that. He said, because you're not making the same mistakes that I made and not tripping over the same things that I tripped over. You're having a whole set of new ones. Not only teaching me, but having your own new ones. And he said, then one day, you're going to tell your son, or your daughter, or your grandkids, and you're going to tell them the exact same thing. And so what's going to happen is they're going to start from here, and they're going to do this. Having 3 rocks now. 3 whole lifetimes of experiences and failures. He said to me, do you know how many mistakes you can possibly make these? It's a lot of mistakes. That means it's a lot of learning. And if it doesn't do this, then all that learning and all those mistakes are wasted. And what I was caught up on at the time when I was explaining this was that I still wanted to make my own mistakes and I wanted to do my own thing. Of course, I was a teenager. But what I'm understanding now, or I guess as I get older and I'm still understanding, is that he wasn't trying to tell me not to make mistakes. If anything, he was encouraging me to make mistakes and have experiences. He was just saying, don't trip on the same stick that I trip on. Don't make the exact same mistake, otherwise you're not getting anywhere. Because I could have told you that result, and you would have had the same thing. He said the only way you can truly evolve is if you can do this, and not just be like this. The same height, roughly the same as everything else. He said this is how mankind truly evolves. So hopefully, you can gain something out of it, and if it's not clear, I'll try to explain it to you again. Good luck, guys.